welcome to today's pick a card. This is going to be a little bit different. I know that is a shock for you guys who are my repeat offenders and know what I do and how I do it. So if you are indeed a repeat offender, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, just curious, wanting to lurk, wanting to stalk, wanting to check things out, I'm just kidding. You're more than welcome as well. Now, this reading is going to be slightly different, and if you hear me talking really funny, by the way, I just had oral surgery. I had another bone graft. This is my second one. So I have dead Fred's big toe in my mouth, and a second one went in today in my mouth as well. So that's probably why I sound a little bit funnier than I typically do. But that's my disclaimer for the moment. And I wanted to speak with you guys really quick about my channel in general, because it does, it's brought about really about this reading. I selected a new deck. Yeah, I know, shock. And we're going to be doing the Star Spinner Tarot. I've been really drawn to it, didn't know a lot about it, ordered it, and then I realized that it lends itself to alternative lifestyles and communities, and I just thought, you know what, that is perfect. So I figured I would set up and do a reading tomorrow, because I did just have surgery a couple hours ago, and then lo and behold, I'm getting everything set up, and the Amazon guy stops in at the very same time, and I thought this was meant to be. So this message is going out for anyone who identifies as LGTBQIAPK, the community, and this is for you, your community, and healing as well. So I hope that you know I am not an expert, I am not a therapist, but I'm here to support, lend a hand, and when I can, lend an ear as well, okay? And so for those of you not familiar with any of those, I did have to look them up because I know they had added and changed things up. And again, I'm not well versed. This is not my forte. I'm just trying to be of a support. So L would be lesbian, G for gay, B bisexual, T transgender, Q for queer or questioning, I for intersect, A for, it said aromantic or asexual, P for pansexual or polysexual, and K for kink. Now, I don't know if those are complete facts beyond like the intersex, and the aromantic is something I'm not familiar with. But anyways, you get the point here. Everyone is welcome. The big if. Everyone is welcome here, provided this is consensual between adults. Okay? No children and any of that. That's not what we're here. We're about supporting people who are adults, consensual. Enough about my angry tirade. What I wanted to do today is create a safe place for all of you guys and the community, anybody who really needs support. And I realized that, you know, at the time of this reading, this is a timeless reading, but the time that I'm doing this is December 2021, and we're actually, you know, in December, well, Christmas time, for those of you guys that are celebrating, or your family's influenced by, or whatever you want to call it. And it just kind of, everything just really fit. When you listen to spirit, things just go together. Now, I'm feeling a lot of you guys are really feeling nostalgia, reminiscing, or feeling sad that you're not around your family, perhaps because you are not feeling supported, because perhaps they just flat out don't support you. Perhaps they just owned you, okay? And you've had to seek a family, or you are currently seeking a family that is not of blood, okay? And for that, I just want to give you and offer you a really big hug and words of encouragement that there is hope and there is love out there for you. This card just randomly flipped, so I guess I'm going to be doing our piles upright so you can see what they are. And again, I've never read from this pile before. These cards are just talking and jumping. So I'm going to take them, and I will probably reference the book itself. I've got the Emperor, and I also have the Hierophant. The irony is not lost onto me. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more. one more for this reading for our LGTBQIAPK community. One more, pile number 4, please. Thank you. The Lovers. So no, not surprised at all, are we? Now, I want to tell you, you know that I just jumped on here. I mean, I'm all busted up. I got some pretty heavy-duty dental work done, and because I tend to get nervous, I chipped off all my polish, and so I'm a hot mess, but I really don't care because I really feel like this was divinely guided for me to do this reading, and it's beyond like cosmetics and beyond fantasy and beyond the avatar of looking put together. I really don't give a rat's, you know what? So I'm here for you. Today, with that being said, sorry, what we're going to do is explore what is the problem, and then we're going to do what to do about it, okay? If there's any action you can take that can positively influence your personal situation, and also how to heal. So this is card number 1. That would be the 6 of Coins. This would be the Emperor. This is a Hierophant, and this is going to be the Lovers. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And without further ado, I will see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me again. So you have chosen the 6 of Coins. Now, I love this deck. If you look at so much greenery behind there, sorry about shaking my camera. So we have so much green behind, a lot of abundance. It's alluded to. This is about sharing, about caring. I know that sounds pretty lame, but this is about support. So I feel like perhaps maybe even when you were young, a lot of you did have that familial support, that family support, that regardless of what you did, you were going to be supported, taken care of. It did not matter. I feel like even for some of you, hope you can see this, that's our anchor. For some of you guys, this tells me that perhaps your family even knew that you were different from when you were even a child, okay? So perhaps you had a discussion with them and they're like, oh, I knew this whole time and it doesn't make a difference, and I hope that that is true. For the rest of you, I feel like you've been perhaps, when you were really young, questioning your sexual identity. You had so much love and abundance, and for a lot of you, I feel like you just gave. You gave people what they wanted, what they needed from you, and it made you really indecisive. It's like, well, what they need from me is to live a life that's status quo, that's kind of made out of a template that everybody is used to, or at least that's how you were feeling. So you could be feeling that your love that surrounds you was conditional. Keep in mind that this is not a private reading. This is a group reading. So I feel like you're going to fall into one of those two. And let's see what else we need to know, because I'd like to know what the problem is, okay? If you're in the second group, I feel like my second group is bigger. In group 1, where you felt just really different, you felt like you didn't fit the standard gender prototype, if you want to call it that, then let's explore that a little bit more. And this is for you, okay? For pile number 1, what's the problem here, please? Let's find out. A lot of thoughts. You're in your head about someone, something. And this person could be an artist. They can be a painter. Somebody who works with charcoal. Somebody who's just simply creative. And there's just a lot of mental energies going on right now. So it could be that you're thinking, well, if I do really share with my family, my friends, things like that, if I share with anyone, it's going to become obvious to the world, or this could be repeated. I'm not ready. For some of you guys, that this is kind of like a secret or an exploratory thing. And for the rest of you, you're just thinking, how would my mom take it? How would my dad take it? My family? But I feel a strong, obviously, female energy here. And then I have the letter M. I feel like the letter O. The letter I and L might be really important to you as well. But you might be thinking, okay, I have this image to uphold, and how is that going to fit into my life? Like, this is where we tend to fragmentize, and that's not even a word, you're welcome, but we become fragments of ourselves. And so we are one person to one crowd, and then we are one person to somebody else, and then you hold, you know, one or two people that are near and dear that you might trust or be in a loving relationship with, and they're the only ones that know, like, the behind the scenes and everything else. And that can cause a lot of conflict. It can cause times, especially for holidays, where we feel like we need to pretend, or we feel like we need to put on a facade, or maybe this is just simply stating that I've thought long and hard about how this would affect my family, and I'm wondering if they're going to be generous with me, like loving me still and giving to me, regardless of if I don't fit their idea of what love looks like. Okay, so those are the things that I'm getting for the first crowd. Those of you that have been supported by family, I feel like even this right here looks like a shirt, almost like an old school with the diamond patterns. I don't know what it's really called, but I see like an old school like shirt, and just being, you know, going to college or having parents that are considered like preppy or mainstream, or any of those things. Traditional is my word, okay? And so even these traditional parents that really upheld you, helped you, loved you. For a couple of you, I feel like you have even, some of you guys have been adopted, or even felt like you were adopted because you didn't fit into the standard template or into the template that your family appears to be, okay? So what else do we have? What is the problem here? Let's find out. What the house, yeah. How do I fit into this house? How do I fit into the grand scheme of things? The house has so many rooms, so many doors, so many windows. There's just so many different options. Do I share it with one person? Maybe everybody knows, but the main person. Maybe we're talking about a matriarchy or a patriarchy that feels very feminine, because once again, we're here for energy. We're not here about the sex. And just to be really clear, if I haven't already, I don't care about sex as long as it's good. Okay, now I'm not going to get into the raunchy things. Okay, this is not that kind of reading today, but you can look at my other stuff, and promise you there's some stuff that might pique your interest. But anyways, I feel like you're just kind of looking and thinking, okay, well, and some people, I don't even know if they use this term, like coming out of the closet or things like that. Like, my generation was totally different than what is embraced nowadays, okay? So that could be a lot to do. Maybe you're going home for the holidays and you're like, is this a time to have a candid conversation with my matriarchy, with my sister or mother or whomever, okay, that this fits or seems to describe. So that's what I'm getting. I do feel the vibes of like contacting and being home again, or returning to your childhood home. For those of you that have not left home, I feel like you may even have TikTok accounts that really just express who you are, and you're not allowing anyone else at home to be privy of who you are, and your authenticity is being shielded or hidden or camouflaged, more like camouflage, okay? So you uphold like a different persona on the outside, a mask, if you will, and but when you're at home and behind these doors, nobody knows that you are full on who you are. If you love to dress as the opposite sex, if you love to dress as anime, or do just something very different that would be, that you consider might not be accepted in your home, or might just flat out be not accepted, then I feel like you can have those accounts to really express yourself, and that you're building a community also, because this is about having a community of support and love. And I heard the word apoyo, so that's support in Spanish. And so I do feel like even culturally, this might be like a big no-no, okay? But I feel like you have a lot more supporters and a lot more abundance and helping hands for you, if that is any consolation. Okay, so let's find out a little bit. Pile number one. What do we need to do? What would be helpful? Oh my goodness. Hey, So I'm just getting this, and it felt all sorts of weirdness. So I have the 3 of coins here, and the 3 of coins is all about cooperation, creativity, but it did a little flip, and then it landed on its side. So I'm going to say that what's going to be the most helpful, and the reason why it flipped and flopped every which way, is because your level of creativity is going to really engage people and help them to understand more. Maybe you'll be providing some education or expanding people's minds and things like that, which could be really difficult for older people, okay, such as myself, or people that are just in a mold, let's just call it that. Now, for others, I do feel like you're going to have a lot of supporters, actually. And this can be saying, you know what, I don't know, I'm going to have supporters and non-supporters. And I feel like that is true for both camps, okay? There are people that are going to support and love, and other people that will not. But in the end, I want you to support you. Stand up for you and support you, and look for people like myself that you don't even know, that want to encourage and support you for you, okay? People, you already have like a feel and a vibe for who is going to be supportive in your camp as well. And so, yeah, you're going to get people that are not supportive, but it's really important to think about, well, do you support everything that that person does? Do you support what they do for a living? Do you believe in their belief system? Do you support how they live, how they take care of their kids, how they parent, how they co-parent, how they are basically running their lives? And chances are there's a lot that you're not going to agree with as well. And this is just one part of ourselves. So I know that it could be really scary and really daunting, and especially thinking like, wow, the holidays and people are going to be here, and maybe, you know, it should be a time of this or that, but really it's like it's time to be your most authentic if you feel safe. Of course, that's just the one caveat. So I'm gonna say also that this is saying right here that you feel confused, like you're not sure, like you're like, okay, I could just really talk about this openly, and then you don't, and then you do, and then you don't, and you have so many different choices and options. And the truth is, yeah, you're right, you do have a lot of options, but I would challenge you and kind of encourage you to explore what option is going to make you feel the most authentic, the most free, and the safest. Okay, so I know that there's still a real and viable concern for physical harm. My dogs are going totally crazy, so maybe you're even concerned that it might start like a verbal family feud, okay, something like that. But it's going to be, you know, necessary to remain your most authentic self, and maybe like a public announcement may not be the best, maybe speaking to people like one-on-one, that kind of a thing, but addressing the person that might be the hardest with someone by your side would be a good idea, so you can have that encouragement and that support. So I'm really sorry if this is you. I don't even know. I don't have no words, but just a lot of love. I'm sending you a lot of love and good vibes. Okay. Now, I want to also explore how to heal. How do we heal this situation here? How do we heal our pile number 3, please? Pile number 3, how do we heal? Let's find out. Ha! What the heck? That's what's up. You know, you have a ton of supporters, way more supporters than you know about. So I know that while it's scary, or just even trying to be in the same space, maybe you were rejected or turned away a long time ago and haven't been home or spoken to people in a long time, or been around family members like physically since they understood and it was made clear to them that you were different and that you were not going to comply. That you were just going to be you. I don't know what your scenario is, but you have so many supporters, so many fans, so many people wanting to uplift you, cheer you on, so many people that have seen your battle, that perhaps have cried in your arms because of your pain, and vice versa. I feel like it's more people just like really giving you compassion in times when you felt weak, perhaps, and they've seen your battle, and they've seen you get your nose bloodied, and they've seen you maybe have physical altercations, or just, you know, feeling feeling like an orphan, maybe feeling disowned or any of those things. So I just want to tell you there's a lot of love out there, and I want to encourage you to have faith, because I know that you have minimum of 6 people rallying around you, supporting you, and wanting to see you shine, and wanting to see you move on from a place where maybe you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling like you have to hide, or feeling like you are less than because of nothing more than other people's shitty opinions. Okay, that's what I heard, and that's what I'm going to express. So with that, I do want to pull a charm for you, and I hope that if you like this type of reading, you smash that like button, you do like, share, comment, subscribe, and again, my heart is not to offend anyone. I just really want you to know that you have support. Oh gosh, look at, like, from everywhere. You have no idea you have support. So I have love. Oh my gosh, love, love. I'm going to call that the family crescent. That is all about traditions. Oh, you can't see it on camera? Okay. These are the ones that are coming out for you. Love, love. This is like the family crescent. And then I have, was that okay? I need my eyes checked, you guys. It looks like okay. It's going to be okay. And then you have the nimbus. I call it a nimbus, I don't know why, but basically the protection, okay, sacred protection covering you. And so just know that while you attempt to put all the pieces of the puzzle together, while you try to figure out perhaps even where you fit into this puzzle called life, that you are definitely a soul, that you are pure energy, that you are pure love, and we're here, you know, we're undergoing these experiences in physical form, but that you have a lot of love and support from the divine and from your community. And even though I don't know a lot about things, myself included, okay? So with that, much love to you. I hope that if you're watching this during December, that you have an incredible December. And that's it. So I hope you like this reading. Namaste. Hi friends, thank you for joining me. Pile number 2. This is your read. For this unusual, pick a card. Unusual just in my channel. More to come for sure though. Pile number 2. This is what I have for you. So you chose the Emperor. And that's pile number 2. The Emperor, sitting on his unmoving throne, incredibly poised, incredibly well dressed, incredibly attired, incredibly well thought of, having all things figured out, don't they? Yet I feel like here this is just stating that at the back of him there is an eagle staring off, or it could be a hawk, into the distance. I am no bird expert. Indeed, I'm not an expert on much. But the reference here I'm being led to feel is really, this is about perhaps a patriarchy in your family, a way that things have always been done. Maybe you've had fights and battles with this Emperor telling you that you have to conform. You have to be just like everyone else. Why can't you be like this person, that person? Maybe perhaps this person, I'm not going to say it just yet. I have a feeling. I feel like there's been some verbal abuse, some verbal trying to put you in a box, okay? And if that's the case, then I'm really sorry. There's never an excuse for verbal assaults. I just feel like there's a meanness to it so far. Like somebody's been just really pushy, not only with their ideas, but this is how it's got to be or else kind of a vibe, okay? Very dogma, okay? Oh my God, Grisel, use your words for real. I found a word. So you guys, I'm feeling a lot of dogma in this so far. And my dog just like said, yes, that's true. Okay. So I want to tell you, first off, also, like, if you look, this person is having to re-examine, because at the back, he can't even sit back, or he or she, whoever this dogmatic person is in your life, in your past, that is sitting on this throne, they can't sit there anymore. They're indeed hunched over, bent over. They are caving in to realizing that they can't control other people any longer. They can't make people do what it is that they want for the sake of that's how it is in their heads, and they're unbending and unwavering. So I feel like this person is just bent forward. Like, it's like, okay, I'm going to have to revisit these ideas. And maybe this person is elderly. Maybe they grew up in an era or a time or whatever that makes them with these ideas that are super rigid. Regardless of the case, I feel like it's caused you a lot of pain. Okay, I could feel like I'm hearing, when I first even saw this, I heard interracial. I feel like maybe you could even be in an interracial relationship, or like someone from a different race, and that is also not accepted. And in combination with the LGTBQIAPK, any of those acronyms, or whatever your situation is, okay? So I mean, no disrespect, but I'm reading for a lot of people, not just one. Now, I'm going to tell you, this person is crowned, but they are bending. They're looking at the past, feeling sorry for the way that they've treated you, for the nasty words that they've spoken. Let me find out. Okay, why? Okay, I didn't even get a chance to ask. So the Queen of Earth, this could represent you. So the Queen of Earth is very stoic, very loving, very giving, very earthy, okay? And this could be you, that perhaps you were just someone that represents all of those qualities. It doesn't have to be, again, it's gender neutral, gender fluid, whatever you want to call it. But this is someone who is in connection with their feminine aspects. They could be a clairsentient, clairaudient. They could be, you could use words such as like, I feel this, I feel that. You could be very much an empath. And I feel like perhaps back in the day you didn't know it. Okay, if this scenario sounds like it is yours, if this is not you yourself, then I'm going to say that this would be the partner, the divine partner to this emperor. So it could be like a mother-father figure, or vice versa, okay? But we're just going to call it like the divine mother for now. And so it could be you, but this person is bending. And they're feeling like, well, I made a lot of mistakes. Look at all the clouds up here. And I even feel like those clouds are indication that there have been a lot of games played. They wanted you to play the game called life, the way they saw it, not the way you see it. And this has caused a lot of strife, a lot of problems, a lot of familial rifts, okay? A lot of pain. And even though this person may look good on the outside, they're carrying that in their heart, and they're starting to bend. But I do feel like everything is clouded with just anger. And maybe this person didn't even understand or know why they were angry. They're just like, that's not how it's done. And you need to be in this kind of relationship, or I don't accept it. Okay. And then this person, if this is your mom or someone in the family that represents a very earthy vibration, this was a person that nurtured you, that loved you, that attempted to protect you, maybe even from the emperor. So it could have been a lot of family dynamics like, you know, I'm your support, I'm your rock. Like right here, I will always be here for you. I don't care what so-and-so says. They are, yes, my husband. They're, yes, my wife, whatever the case may be. But I am here for you, and I'm solid, and I'm tried and true. And for both of these people, you actually did hang the moon. You know how they say, well, they hung the moon, they hung the stars, and they do really think highly of you in spite of all of this like horrible energy. I feel like you've been through a lot of crap, just to be real. So I feel like that is a problem. But what else is the problem? We're going to ask, what is the problem, please? For pile number 2, what is the problem? Let's find out. King of Fire, you want to do things your own way. You are a mover. You are a shaker. You're not going to settle for the status quo, for things the way that, doing things the way that everybody else has done them, simply because that's the way it's been done. You really want to be acknowledged and celebrated for your own authenticity. And I feel also that you could be like a business person filled with fire, filled with creativity. You love what you do. If you don't have your own business, I would be really surprised. I feel a lot of like entrepreneurship, but you could be a boss for corporate America. You could be anything like that, working for a chain. Whatever the case may be, I feel like you have your own vibrant ideas, and that sets aside your store. Even if it's a franchise, it sets it from everybody else. The vibe is different, your ideas are different, your approach is different, even your training is different. Okay, and I love that. I love this. You have a lot of heart, and look, even you are crowned on the top of your mind with a lot of spirit messages, a lot of divine downloads. Is that a thing? Is that a word? Is that a term? It is today. But I feel like this has caused like this person to kind of bow down. They're like, I really respect you. If they haven't said that, this person wants to say, I respect you. I'm really sorry for all the nasty things I said to you. I respect and I love you in spite of all the things that I've said, in spite of how you could not fulfill my idea of what I wanted in a family, or things of that nature. You didn't conform, that kind of thing. And so even if they haven't said the words, I feel like they are bending. Maybe they could be sick. Maybe they could be just looking at life and having a moment where they are reflecting on their own personal behavior and taking ownership of it. And it could be slow. Like, yeah, I could hear like too slow, you know, it's too slow for you, but it's there regardless. Okay. So that is the problem, is that I love that you do have support, though. You have divine support. I love that you went after what it is that you're made your heart grow. And therefore, I feel like a lot of abundance in you. I feel like you have a very loving nature also, and that you are really well received in your community. You're really well revered and uplifted and loved. So I think that is so cool. And I'm grateful that you are just, in the end, true to yourself. And I'm really sorry about that pain. I can sort of like understand. My circumstances are different, but I just want to tell you, like, with all my heart, keep going, keep going, keep going. You are divinely loved. Okay. So what to do? We want to know, what is the advice for you? Oh, hi. What to do? Pile number 2. Here we go. So it is Ace of Water. So this is about extending your love freely, offering your love, being your most authentic. This pearl was made painstakingly, and it is carried painstakingly, and it's not like freely given to everybody. So I feel like because you're so special, so unique, you share your abilities with, I feel like you share freely, just to be honest, but you are deep. You are not cut like everybody else. And so things that come from your heart when you do share has a depth to them that really gets people in their heart chakra. Like, they're like, oh my goodness, like you can touch on people's hearts in a way that nobody else can, because of your difficulties and because of your experiences as well. And so if there is a silver lining, pile number 2, that is it, my friend. Okay, continue giving and sharing your heart with people and being your authentic, beautiful self. Okay. I feel like that is a lot of blue, reference to your throat chakra is communicating, because even right here, he's got his hands clasped in front of him, and again, gender neutral, so in front of her, him, I don't care. But this is saying like, I am so filled with love and abundance, and I like really want to give. And this could be a little bit of like a fearful pose, or like, I don't know, like confined. Okay. And this is just freely giving, like wisely giving, and continuing to be you. You know, if you feel a connection with people, then continue opening up and giving of yourself and sharing and building that community, because I feel like that's what it is that you're offering. Some of you guys can be into therapy, arts, is that a thing? It's a word, I don't know. And you can also counsel other people. 7 of Earth. And so your advice in this situation is make an assessment, make a list of what it is that is going. It's almost like he's saying, I see who my supporters are. I see who supports me. And your back is turned towards this person who's actually looking at the past, who maybe caused you all this grief and strife and lack of support, and maybe even self-doubt and a lot of pain, for sure. I can see that clearly. But you're looking at you know, okay, so all this time and effort that I spent explaining or trying to hope that these people come around, this person comes around, or that things change for me at the home front, is it worth my time to expect, to hope, to dream that will be different? And I feel like you're going to be looking at your coins, which is basically me thinking who you spent time, energy, and effort to, because I did feel like you did it both equally. And you're going to say, okay, well, this is my support. This is my rock. This is somebody I can count on. And so I'm going to continue giving there and allowing that just to be, and offering your love, your cups to anyone with wisdom, because I have even the seahorse is a fierce little defender, by the way. And so I feel like you are going to really connect with your third eye and connect with people that are safe for you intuitively in your gut. Like that pearl is even like snuggled up against that little creature's gut. And so we want to give wisely. And I think that you're just going to continue doing you. This is just a confirmation of what you already know. And I also want to give you a couple of cards on how to heal. So how to heal, please. How do we heal? Hi there. Look at this. So the 3 of fire, and it jumped out, and it was kind of a cattywampus here. So the 3 of fire is all about like looking, waiting for my ships to come in. In this case, in this card, this is a good tarot. This person is in the ship and they're like, I'm gone, let's go. But I feel like when you kind of decide, okay, I'm done, I'm gone, I'm moving forward, then there's some hesitation. So you second guess yourself. It's going to be a time right now that you don't second guess yourself. The time has come for you to actually get on that ship, to move forward, because the people that love and support you will always love and support you. And you cannot weigh on others and their actions, and we can't control them, obviously. Look at all this cloud. I feel like you're going to be leaving a lot of brain fog behind. You have the clarity that you need to move forward, is what your divine guidance is. Now, this card is already flipped, and I'm taking it. Oh, look. You saw that, right? Pile number 2, this card was flipped for you, my loves. So this is all about take a chance. Take a chance, love. Take a chance on love. The number 0 is perfect. It is divine. This is taking a chance and traveling lightly with the innocence and with a dream and with optimism. And so I know that this has all served to really hurt you. This person has also hurt themselves. But it's time to move forward and just continue shining, continue doing what it is that you have been doing, just with more of, I feel like, more of a confidence and more of a drive and more verbal. I feel like you're more verbal about who you are and not trying to shield other people's feelings from the situation or whatever. They're going to feel what they feel. That is not your problem, love. Okay? So I want to go ahead and that is how you're going to heal your heart, by the way, is taking a chance and moving forward and leaving baggage that no longer serves you behind, because what is for you will always come to you, okay? And I started pulling charms for you, and 2 of them dropped, so I'm going to show you what they are. Do take a chance and move forward. This could be a geographical relocation. This could be emotionally moving forward. But this charm says wishes, and this says your heart is divinely protected, okay? So I've got a wish for you. So you definitely have a wish. Maybe you're looking for a partner. Maybe you want, maybe your wish is some acceptance by this person. Whatever it is, I feel like you will actually and ultimately get it. But keep pressing forward, okay? And last little charm for you. Keep reaching for the stars. Keep dreaming big. Keep keep reaching for that love. If you've had a problem with your love life and being unsure, keep putting that energy into it, because it is going to come back to you tenfold. I feel like you might dress unusually. or have a desire to, please do you. Embrace it, and the rest of us will follow, okay? So with that, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my reading, please do like, share, smash that button, and all sorts of love headed your way. Namaste. Hi, friends. Pile number 3, this is a reading for thee. That's really corny, I know, sorry. So I do have the Hierophant. So you chose the Hierophant, and again, this is a brand new deck to me, but intuitively, I'm going to tell you, I'm noticing the keys that he has in his hand. This is about commitment. This is about establishments. This is about routine, law, order, any of those things. This is about somebody shrouded, like some great mystery, like who created this law and order, who created whether we can get married or not, whether I can, you know, care for the same sex, opposite sex, bisex or pansex or whatever, or kinky sex, and who created a judgment about that and how they have the keys and how this person is just shrouded. So maybe you're undergoing a lot of like your belief systems, you're questioning things, you're questioning religion, you're questioning things that you have been taught and handed down generation from generation. Maybe you're questioning even things that are going on globally right now, okay? But the Hierophant does have to do with commitment. And in the end, I'm going to move this over here. So this is our anchor. We can continue looking. I'm going to tell you that also the number 5 for me, I'm just telling you, it's my least favorite number. It is all about change. I am a, triple Leo? I'm a fixed sign for sure. I do not like change. I do not like surprises. I want to know everything before I say yes. And I'm just going to tell you, you could be experiencing a lot of changes, a lot of challenges, a lot of fluctuations, but a lot of exploring and unveiling, looking to unveil the great mystery of even who am I, or do I reveal who am I? How do I fit in the grand scheme of things? And well, who said that I can't hold hands with my lover, my partner, my significant other, my partner in crime, whatever the case may be? And whoever said that love has to look a certain way? Okay, so maybe you're pansexual or polysexual. I don't know your life, but I feel like you are looking at who has the keys to those rights to say how you can live your life, and that is what is being addressed right now. Okay, so pile number 3, what is the problem for pile number 3? I do hope that you find a lot of love and support in my little channel here. Pile number 3, what is the problem? Let's find out. Okay, thoughts. That one came out in the first reading as well. There might be something for you in pile number 1. So, thoughts. You are definitely thinking about a person. In this case, I'm feeling like this could be about the person in question that you're interested in, perhaps, or questioning, like, do they feel the same way? Questioning, do they think about me? Are they really flirting with me? Like, it feels like it, but I'm not sure. Are they sexually attracted to me? And I feel like this is not a situation where you're in a relationship as of yet. I feel like this is like questioning. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's what I'm thinking. And that would be the problem. It's almost like I feel like a giddiness and excitement when you come together. It could be in a group setting or in a setting where you're expected to toe the line. You're expected to be linear and straight out of the mold and behave a certain way. Or maybe these roles, family room, yeah. Maybe these roles that were handed down from generation to generation just really weigh on you, and not everyone knows that you are different. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my foot so I get closer to the microphone. So it could be that this person comes to visit for the holidays. They come to your home or you have a gathering, a family gathering, could be your family, anybody's family, but you're thinking, you know, whenever we get together, this person's in the room, I feel a certain way. And it's like, I think they feel a certain way too, but I'm not sure. And what do we do about it? Okay. There's a lot of blue on the wall, so I do feel like there's a need for communication, for talking, but I feel like there's some fear, and that's what's holding this person back. It's like, well, if I say something, then everybody's going to know. If I say something, what if I'm wrong? Things like that, right? And again, you could be an artist, you could be a writer, you could be a maker, a builder. I don't know. What else do we have, please? For pile number 3, let's find out. A coffin, yeah. We want to put an end to the worry, to the wonder, to the, is this really somebody that I can see myself with? Can we even go on a date? Do they even like me? Or am I just being delusional? Or are they just curious? And can I get hurt? All of those questions. Pile number 3. We're going to go ahead and do what to do for thee. Pile number 3. Let's find out. This one's kind of wanting to come out. The Page of Fire. Yeah, this is a situation where it's new. It would be starting. It would be small messages. It would be like, oh wow, that's like a really cool shirt or whatever. Really like your haircut. Where did you go? Small talk, things like that. But with an underlining like, I really like you. Okay, I don't feel like this is just a sexual attraction thing. I feel like there's definitely a spark, but there's a definite like, I really like you. Like you, the person, you, the package, you, the, I said package, sorry. If I didn't alert you before, I am a mature 13-year-old. Not really. Okay, so what do we need to do? Pile number 3, more advice on what we need to do. Let's find out. 6 of Earth. I would say giving a little bit more of yourself, flirting, taking a chance, taking a risk. If you have any social media that is hidden from mainstream friends and family, I feel like the person on your mind already knows that. They've seen it and they like what they see. Now I do feel like my crown chakra is kind of popping a little bit, tingling, alerting me that my first thought is correct. I feel like they've never been or met with someone like you. So this could be like their first time even considering. And so that's why you would want to take it slow. And maybe just start with light conversation or flirting, things like that. But I do feel like they really revere you. They look up to you. And what could hold them back as well is I feel like these are more like youths, okay? I feel like you're younger generations. And what can hold you back is what would my parents say? Well, this is my best friend's son, my best friend's daughter, whatever the case may be. So family in a way has to be involved, and some law and order, and somebody like holding the keys. For some of you guys, this could be like a stepbrother, stepsister, that kind of a thing. What do we need to know? Okay, so strange. So there is, I feel like there's some, honestly, I feel like there is some lust involved. So there is some like, I want you, going back and forth between the two, which is why you are like, you're not imagining things, you're not feeling like this is not true. Yeah, this is definitely true. But you want to proceed in a slow manner, of course, and because both of you are being affected by this, by laws of expectation, unspoken laws, nonverbal cues, and things like that. So I would just take it slow. And then I've got the red under that Hierophant. That stands for stability. Like, that's your stability. That's what you stand on. That's the fight or flight and all of those things. So you want to make sure that even you can add like meditation to your root chakra, and that would really be helpful for you. Okay. I'm seeing the number 8, and then repeating number 8 here. So 17 would reduce to an 8. That is, of course, it could be repeating cycles. What is divine protection? And you are divinely protected by spirit. You're divinely loved and supported and encouraged. I feel like you love to dress differently. Like, you clean up really good. And indeed, you're never not cleaned up when we see you. And we love that about you. So let's get some charms. Let me get some charms for you. This person thinks about you at night. They think about you when they look at the sky. There could be also some drawings about you. I feel like some spying though, checking you out on social media. Okay, so pile number 3, charms for thee. Hope. There is hope. What else do we have? We've got a dream. And okay. I keep like doubting myself because I can't really see that, but it looks like okay to me, like the words okay. But it's also, all of these are divine protection, divine protection, divine protection. So try not to be so fearful, because I'm saying that spirit is here with you, protecting you and encouraging you also. In your thoughts, I feel like you can also have a telepathic connection with this person. Believe it or not, for those of you that are into that stuff, it is a thing. How can we heal this, please? Healing for my pile number 3. Let's find out. The moon. So things are, I would say, keeping things to yourself. As of yet, I've got a number 8 on here. So be careful with a little bit of obsessive thoughts. That could be a thing that could not be good for you, okay? But 18 goes up to a 9. It's reduced to 9 anyways. So you could be thinking about things when the moon is full, or having a lot of emotions, or intuiting your own messages. And those are all fantastic things. Getting, I know it sounds really weird, but like a moon bath can really put you in touch more with spirit as well, to get your own divine messages, okay? The Hierophant, I want to know how else can we heal pile number 3, please. Last messages for healing for pile number 3. Let's find out. 2 of Earth. I feel like you're going to be juggling a little bit between tradition and doing your own thing for a while. I don't think that this is the time to necessarily step forward if you have not already, okay? And kind of let people know, hey, you know, this is me, and embrace it. You could or you could not. I don't know your life. Everybody's going to be slightly different. But I do feel like there is going to be juggling of some like traditional mindset and fulfilling traditional expectations, and also unlocking for yourself what it is that you want to view tradition as being for you, and what is commitment for you, and what is relationshiping. That's not even a word, but you get the gist of it. So I feel like this is more exploration and having fun and tapping into that joy and exploring more about yourself and your other. So with that, I hope that you like this reading. If you do, please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, smash that like button. And with much love, I will see you next time. Namaste. Hi, pile number 4. I almost said 3. Pile number 4. If you chose pile number 4, you chose the Lovers. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this as an anchor so we can see the rest of the cards. A lovely deck, brand new deck. Let's see. Okay, that will have to do. That's going to bug me. Sorry, guys. So we have the Lovers. And we're going to visit today without much fanfare, but with much love and much help. What the problem is, what to do, and how to heal. First of all, we do have the Lovers here. This is always about choices. Maybe you're choosing to bring down to earth what it is that you have been wanting in your life for quite some time. You could be choosing between two lovers, two different people, leaving your current partner and going with a different person. Or you could be simply choosing, it's like, I'm not doing the heterosexual anymore. I'm going to go ahead and pursue what it is that my dream is, my actual desire is, my real wants and needs. I'm not going to continue trying to remain mainstream if that does not fit my heart, my soul, and if that is not really authentically a part of my story, okay? So whatever the case may be, you are at crossroads right now. So the Lovers is about being crossroads and having to make a decision, all right? So first of all, I want to go ahead and pull some charms for you. Let's pull these guys first, just because we can. And charms for pile number 4. Charms for 4. Okay, we've got the puzzle. Trying to figure out where we fit in. How is this going to work in my life? We have the dream. Yep, we talked about that. We talked about wanting to bring a dream into fruition. We have, what do we have? We have love. And finally, last one, we have, I felt that, not physically felt that coming, but I did feel that coming. I was like, I felt commitment. Okay, the dream, love, the puzzle, and commitment. It sounds like a movie. All right, you guys, so again, I feel like this is you just turning around and embracing who you have always been. And maybe this is taking things to a deeper commitment and turning your back on what is expected and doing you, as they say, okay? And so if that is you, then this is your story. So let's look at what the problem is, because this seems kind of like peaceful and almost like you've already made up your mind. So what is the problem for pile number 4, please? Pile number 4, what is the problem? Let's find out. Great fortune. How is that a problem? You ain't got no problem. I'm just kidding. Pile number 4, you have the Great Fortune card. I love that. Maybe we should move these over here. Okay, I'm fussing. So we have the Great Fortune. So maybe you've come into some money. Maybe you have acquired, earned some money. Maybe you won a scratcher. I don't know your life. But the bottom line is, this is about great fortune. Maybe you feel great fortune that you found your true love, that you found your person, that you found the person that you dream about and that you love maybe your whole life, that you didn't even know who they were, and that they have manifested and you brought this into being. Maybe you are currently connected and you're just trying to fit the last pieces of the puzzle. How does this person fit into my life now? How do we achieve maybe having a household together, getting married, getting committed, or integrating our families together, whatever the case may be. Again, a great fortune. You could just feel incredibly abundant. I feel a lot of peace coming from you, a lot of peace to you. I don't say that with the intent of implying that you've had it light and easy. You have not. I feel like you have a strength and a peace about you that many people could really emulate, many people could really come to embrace. And I feel like you bring people to you with that energy. You could be like a healer. I heard master healer for some of you. You could be doing Reiki. You could be fixing candles and things like that. Work with essential oils. Do the healing arts. Do cupping, acupuncture, acupressure, naturopathic medicine. These could all be arts that you are into or curious about. But I feel like there's a ton of just like a radiant solar plexus energy. You could love the color yellow or wear it. often or use it as an accent. I feel like that has helped you navigate outside of everything that has been dark for you, all the challenging times, the times that you were not accepted, times that you were pushed back at, the times that were ugly. I feel like you've minimized a lot of experiences because you just simply embrace your most authentic self. And I feel like because of that, you are with a new partner. I don't feel like this is a partner you've been with for a long time. And if it is, maybe perhaps you're relocating into like the town that one of you is originally from, and you're integrating in that way. I feel like there's just a feeling of newness about it. So I would say perhaps this love would be no more than a year if you already have it. If you do not have this current love, I feel like this is more about you've already had that self-love and self-acceptance, and you're magnetic and you're magnetizing your person into the earthly 3D. Okay, hope that made sense to you. So what is the problem here for pile number 4? Let's find out. The main male. Okay, tell me more about this. The main male, great fortune. Maybe you're the only one making an income. That's an issue. Orale, what did I just say? Toil and labor. Maybe wealth and abundance comes easily, quote, easily to you. Maybe you're a great manifester and your partner struggles with feelings and ideas of like poverty, and they don't have the same mindset of I could just manifest this shit and just keep it moving. They have the fear mentality. Maybe you're dealing with, maybe vibrationally you're not quite on the same vibration. Okay, that's I guess how I'm going to say it. And so if that's the case, it's just going to take some patience, and there's some training and teaching and whatnot, but there's toil and labor being addressed. So perhaps your person is coming from a place of fear, feeling like there's nothing out there but just like toil, like keep on doing the bump and grind. No, God, we're not going there right now. This is not a kinky read or even a sex read in that way. So maybe your person is saying, you know what, life is tough, life is monotonous, I go to work, I come home, I eat dinner, and then I have my love. But outside of you, there's nothing else I can look forward to. Maybe perhaps your person is saying, you know, this is exhausting and I want to express myself more, but I don't know how. They feel repressed in some way. Maybe repression at work, or maybe they're not their authentic self at work, or maybe nobody knows who they really are at work, which is the same thing, by the way, you know that. But for whatever reason, the toil and labor, it could be like real cumbersome. So I feel like a lot of heaviness from this one person, and then just a great like power and positivity and peace on your side. So I feel like there's some disbalance. Is that a word? In this relationship or in this connection if you're not in a relationship, okay? That could be an issue. So what to do? What should my pile number 4 do about these issues, please? Let's find out. What did I just say? Pile number 4, you guys are the magician. I see that with these arrows coming down, and it's like, you know what, I'm bringing down into existence and manifesting what it is that I want. And so you're trying to teach your significant other, or hold them to a higher vibration, or teach them the tools, or help and assist them. And this could be cumbersome. This could be toil. This could be labor on your part. If you've been together, for example, for like a year, or if you've been dating or talking or whatever the case may be, and you hear the same problems over and over again, it's like you see your person so differently and how much power they have, but they don't have the same self-belief, the same self-confidence. So it's going to take a while for you to continue being the example that, look, I have all the tools. I have all the tools to manifest this and more. I'm connected to the sun and the moon and the stars, the cosmos. I am divine. Nobody holds me back. I decide what happens to my life. I decide how I live it. I decide how happy I am. And guess what? The biggest secret There is no secret. You also decide what you manifest in this life. You also are a great magician. You also have the tools, but you cannot, with a poverty mentality, bring about what it is that your heart desires with fear. You have to bring it about from a place of fun, of playfulness, of joy, of the what ifs, and being willing to bring those what ifs down and toy with them and kind of tweak them and play with them. I feel like you could be clairaudient, by the way, vibration number 1. I feel like you see everything clearly. You could be Scorpio. You could have them beautiful, piercing eyes. I love me some Scorpio, by the way. Not that this is about me. In some cases, I feel like some of you guys can even have like wanting to manifest a child. I almost see this, and I've never seen that before. This image, almost like a baby, and it's like we want to have a baby together, but we have all these obstacles, and it's cumbersome, and it's labor, and it's, you know, we have to answer to everybody, and all these things, but you don't see it as a problem because you're in the flow. Continue, because you're leading the vibe tribe. You are leading the pack. You know yourself, you know your partner, you know what you want, and things appear to come easily to you, but they don't. You just simply manifest them easily with the deep understanding that you are divine, that you're well loved, that you're supported, that you have everything in your arsenal to make things come true. Now I'm starting to see this little question mark. It's almost like these are ripples in the cosmos, and then a little thing that started, and then the sun. And I've never seen this either before, but now I feel like you're having a little bit of self-doubt. And it's not self-doubt, can I manifest this? But a little bit of doubt in the fact that can my partner pull his own vibration up so that we can manifest together, or is this going to be me and this is going to be toil and labor on my part to manifest this for the both of us? So I feel like you want to bring your partner up and higher and show them how they can have a glow up, and have that confidence and not live in fear. So I feel like in this case, you know, I'm not a therapist. I'm just here to support and to love, okay? But I would suggest maybe even a little bit of therapy for your partner, because I suspect there's some childhood wounds and issues and things that need to really heal as well. Not that we all don't need, therapy. I'm all for therapy. Let's do it. But I feel like with this connection, you also need some support. And the problem is that when we are divine creators like this, and you are so powerful and focused that it can intimidate other people, they feel like they have to match your glow up. They have to match the way you manifest. And we're all so different. Like, we manifest in different ways. And so even the person that toils with hardship and with pain and with monotony, been there, done that. I too have manifested other jobs that were great paying jobs, that were jobs that challenged me, that jobs I even had fun in, because I would tweak things and make it fun, being super competitive. But in the end, it was a lot of toil and labor, and it didn't fulfill that creative agenda that I desperately needed. So I didn't feel like I was manifesting authentically. I felt like I was manifesting from a place of fear, okay? So that was my experience. You're welcome. But anyways, what to do? What else to do? So you, number one, do not question, because you are the great magician. That's what you need to do. What else do we need to do for pile number 4? Hi there. You've got a lot of choices and options, and you know it. This is not about, hey, break up with so-and-so, or don't see them, or don't. That is your business, not mine. But you know, and you're well aware that there's a lot of options. What does my pile number 4 need to do? I got 2 jumpers. We are taking those. 5 of fire and 4 of water. So I feel like you are actually going to be looking at your options deeper, because you are questioning, hey, is this gonna, kind of work with so-and-so or whatever? And you are maybe taking them to task to say, you know what, you created this toil and labor. You agreed to it. You energetically signed a contract that that's all that you're worth. And that is such a lie. You bought into the lie. It is not true. You are better than that. And maybe that's going to cause some fights, some inner struggle, and maybe you're going to have some inner struggle, and it's going to come down to, does he or she love me? Do they love me? They love me not. Do they love me? They love me not. Okay, I feel like there's transformative forces and energy here, and you're looking at only what lifts you up, what lifts up the vibration of the connection. And can it fly? Will it fly? Will we transmute all this labor, toil, and fear? And I feel like your person could actually kind of reject that idea initially. So that might be a time to really, in the end, actually make that decision, the lover's decision. Are you for me? Are we for we? Is this going to work? The Seven of Water. And the Emperor. For one of you, I don't know who this is, but for one of you, I heard glow up or shut up. So maybe you're done listening to whining. Okay. How can we heal this situation? Because I feel like it's going to be you saying, okay, in the end, it's my way or the highway. My way or the highway. How do we heal the situation? There's a lot of anxiety there. Acknowledging that, you know what, your fear makes me anxious. If you're looking to get a child together, adopting or fostering or whatever the case may be, this could be like, okay, I'm going to have to share my fears with you. I'm afraid that you can't handle it. I'm afraid you can't manifest it. I'm afraid that you don't want it bad enough to focus on the love and the glow up and the possibilities versus simply focusing on the cannots and the oppositions and the negative side of things. And I'm afraid that you're going to sabotage what it is that we want for ourselves in this connection. So speaking your truth, how else to heal? Let's find out. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I had to go there. So things will change. I feel like your connection, this person will start looking within themselves. This always to me looks like it is a person looking down a well. You can see the little face here. Please don't judge. My nails are all busted. I ran to do your reading. I did not want to take time with superficial bullshit. Okay, I'm just going to be really real with you. Again, I was nervous about my appointment, and I just sat there and picked my nail polish off, and then I got this inspiration. So I'm divinely led, and here we are. Moving on. This person, I feel like, is going to be looking down the well. Just really wanting to see what it is that's at the bottom of that well, looking deep within themselves. I feel like things will change for the better. It might even cause them to clean up their act. I do feel like they have a lot of love for you. I do feel like they want to pursue a glow up, and maybe they can be looking at their cycles, the repetition of what they continually create in their life subconsciously. Okay, I just feel like you have a lot more wisdom in this case. And I do feel like you're going to be putting your foot down. You're like, we got the four corners of the earth here, mofo. Get in line. Fall in line or fall out. One of the two. So that is what I have. I do hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I had a lot of fun making it for you guys. And please do smash that button, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you can, leave me a little emoji. I do realize that people don't want their business being known out there, and I respect that too. But anyways, that's it. Do what you can, and if you can't, that's fine. No worries. Much love to you. Look at me and the nerve of my ugly nails, flaunting them in such a supreme being. I feel like you guys are just really beautiful, and I would never do this in real life. I'd be really embarrassed. Anyways, much love to you, and yeah, with that, namaste.